The island of Barbados, a jewel nestled in the azure waters of the Caribbean Sea, boasts a history as vibrant and captivating as its natural beauty. Its pristine beaches and lush landscapes are just the beginning of what this island has to offer. This small island nation holds within its shores a story of resilience, transformation, and the enduring spirit of its people. The warmth and hospitality of the Barbadian people are legendary, reflecting a culture that is rich in tradition and community. From its early inhabitants to its journey from colonization to independence, Barbados offers a compelling narrative of cultural fusion, economic evolution, and the unwavering pursuit of self-determination. The island's history is a tapestry woven with threads of African, European, and indigenous influences. To truly understand Barbados, one must delve into the layers of its past. Each archaeological site and artifact tells a story of the island's early days, offering a glimpse into the lives of its first inhabitants. It is a history marked by both hardship and triumph, shaped by the forces of colonialism, slavery, and the fight for freedom. The legacy of these eras is still felt today, as the island continues to honor its past while forging a path towards a brighter future. Through it all, the Barbadian people have emerged as a testament to their heritage, their unwavering spirit forever intertwined with the island's unique journey. Festivals and community gatherings are a vibrant expression of this enduring spirit, celebrating the island's rich cultural heritage. This essay embarks on a journey through the annals of Barbadian history, exploring the key events and figures that have shaped its identity. From the influential leaders who guided the island to independence, to the everyday heroes who contribute to its ongoing story, each has played a crucial role. We will trace the island's path from its early inhabitants to its present-day reality, examining the legacies of colonialism and slavery, the struggle for independence, and the cultural renaissance that continues to shape modern Barbados, and the challenges and triumphs of modern Barbados. Today, the island is a thriving hub of economic activity and cultural vibrancy, where traditional practices blend seamlessly with contemporary innovations. Through this exploration, we aim to shed light on the remarkable resilience and adaptability of the Barbadian people, a testament to the enduring spirit of this Caribbean nation. Their story is one of hope, perseverance, and an unbreakable connection to their homeland, making Barbados a truly unique and inspiring place. Long before the arrival of European explorers, the island of Barbados was inhabited by indigenous peoples, the Amerindians. These early inhabitants were part of a rich tapestry of cultures that spanned the Caribbean, each with their own unique traditions and ways of life. These skilled navigators and artisans left their mark on the island, evidence of their presence found in archaeological sites and remnants of their pottery and tools. Their craftsmanship was not only functional but also artistic, reflecting a deep connection to their environment and spiritual beliefs. They called the island Ichiruganaim, a name believed to signify red land with white teeth, perhaps referring to the island's coral reefs. These reefs, teeming with marine life, were both a source of sustenance and a natural barrier protecting the island from invaders. The arrival of the Spanish in the late 15th century marked a turning point. The Spanish explorers, driven by the quest for new territories and riches, were among the first Europeans to encounter the island. While the Spanish did not establish a permanent settlement, their presence had a profound impact. They introduced new technologies and crops, but also brought diseases that the indigenous population had no immunity against, leading to significant loss of life. They introduced sugarcane to the island and, tragically, enslaved many of the indigenous population, decimating their numbers and forever altering the course of Barbados's history. The introduction of sugarcane would later become a cornerstone of the island's economy, but at a tremendous human cost. The origin of the name Barbados itself is shrouded in some mystery. Various theories have been proposed, each adding a layer of intrigue to the island's history. One theory suggests it stems from the Portuguese word Barbados, meaning bearded ones. This could be a reference to the bearded fig trees, which are native to the island and known for their distinctive aerial roots that resemble beards. This might refer to the bearded fig trees, native to the island, and known for their aerial roots that resemble beards, or perhaps to the bearded Carib Indians who inhabited neighboring islands. The lush vegetation and unique flora of Barbados have always been a defining feature of the island. Regardless of its precise etymology, the name Barbados became synonymous with the island's evolving identity. Over the centuries, Barbados has been shaped by a confluence of cultures, each leaving an indelible mark on its history and society. With the decline of the indigenous population and the arrival of new powers, the stage was set for a dramatic shift in the island's fate. The once thriving Amerindian culture gave way to new influences and challenges. The arrival of the English in the early 17th century would usher in a new era, one marked by the harsh realities of colonialism and the indelible imprint of the transatlantic slave trade. This period saw the establishment of plantations and the forced labor of enslaved Africans, which would shape the social and economic fabric of Barbados for generations to come. The year 1625 marked a turning point in Barbadian history with the arrival of English settlers. These settlers, driven by the promise of new opportunities and the allure of untapped resources, embarked on a journey that would forever alter the island's destiny. Seeking new opportunities in the burgeoning New World, these colonists claimed the island for the British Crown, establishing the first permanent European settlement in Barbados. This initial settlement laid the groundwork for what would become a thriving colonial outpost. This marked the beginning of English dominance on the island, a period that would profoundly shape its social, economic and political landscape. The English brought with them their customs, governance and a vision of prosperity that hinged on the exploitation of the island's natural resources. Driven by the pursuit of profit, the English colonists quickly established a plantation-based economy. The fertile land and favorable climate made Barbados an ideal location for agriculture. Initially focused on tobacco, cotton and indigo, these crops provided the early settlers with a means to sustain their new colony and generate income. However, it was the introduction of sugarcane in the mid-17th century that would transform Barbados into a sugar-producing powerhouse. The cultivation of sugarcane required significant investment and labor, but the returns were immense. The fertile soil and favorable climate proved ideal for sugarcane cultivation, and the island soon became a central hub in the burgeoning transatlantic sugar trade. The success of sugarcane cultivation attracted more settlers and investors, further entrenching the plantation economy. The rise of the sugar industry, however, came at a terrible human cost. The labor-intensive nature of sugarcane farming necessitated a large workforce. To meet the insatiable demand for labor on the sugar plantations, the English turned to the transatlantic slave trade. This trade became a dark and integral part of the island's history. Thousands of Africans were forcibly transported to Barbados, their labor fueling the island's economic engine, but at the expense of their freedom and dignity. The conditions they endured were harsh and inhumane, with long hours of grueling work under the scorching sun. This brutal system of exploitation would cast a long shadow over Barbados, shaping its social fabric and leaving an indelible mark on its history. The legacy of slavery would influence the island's culture, demographics, and social structures for generations. The sugar revolution transformed Barbados into a wealthy colony, but it was a prosperity built on the backs of enslaved Africans. The wealth generated from sugar exports enriched the British Empire and the local elite. The plantation owners, a small elite known as the plantocracy, amassed vast fortunes, living in opulence and luxury. Their wealth and power were directly tied to the exploitation of enslaved labor. Meanwhile, the enslaved population endured unimaginable hardships. They faced brutal treatment, lack of basic rights, and a life of relentless toil. This stark contrast between opulence and oppression would define Barbadian society for centuries to come, sowing the seeds of resistance and the long struggle for freedom and equality. The resilience and resistance of the enslaved people would eventually lead to significant social changes and the eventual abolition of slavery.